Cinema.
Welcome back to War with Cinema. I'm your host, Greg, your local metalhead, aka Formidable Beast, and with me is
Par the Collector, aka Nico Escapar.
nice. Today we're doing Harsh Times.
Harsh Times. Fucking
You said it before I recorded, but what'd you say?
fucking loved it, bro.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm the first one to concede, dude. You picked a good one. But I fuck with David Ayers, though. That's what people need to know up front. Like, I love David Ayers' work.
I don't think he makes outside of Suicide Squad, but that's not his fault. Bad movie.
I didn't even think Suicide was bad. I just feel like the Warner Brothers fucked that movie up. He didn't. Like, if we'd have got to see, just like Justice League, if we'd have got to see his version of what Suicide Squad wanted to be,
It would have been
I
amazing.
think it would have been a lot better. Because he wanted Jared Leto's Joker to be the bad guy.
Yep.
But the fucking studio kept pushing the chick on him, Enchantress kept pushing her for the lead. But
We're not here to talk about Suicide Squad. It's Harsh Times.
we could do a whole episode on that fucking movie.
We could. I expect we will one day.
But I do love David Ayer and
Christian Bale.
Christian Bale, and even the little guy, Freddy Rodríguez.
He was great in this movie.
He's great in a lot of stuff. Did you ever see not Death Proof, but the other Grindhouse one, one that Robert Rodriguez did, Planet Terror? He's good in that too. He plays El Rey in that one. He's a badass in that one.
I'll have to check it out.
This one, he's more like the Ethan Hawke, like, you know, if this was like a Training Day type of deal.
Yeah.
He'd be like the Ethan Hawke guy. He played a hard ass role in this movie, though.
Yeah. So tell me about Harsh Times.
Harsh Times. Okay, you've got Christian Bale, who is a veteran of the Desert Storm, I'm assuming, or Iraq War. I don't know. This movie takes place like
Around that
early
time.
2000s. You know, I would imagine late 90s.
Yeah.
Down there. But yeah, he's a veteran. And he's been hanging out in Mexico, trying to get over the war, and he's also been trying to become a LAPD in the meantime. But like when he's not in LA doing cop stuff, he's back in Mexico because he's got a girl there.
Yeah.
And they're from the bottom.
Oh, they're living in a shed.
Yeah. But I tell you what, though, man, later on in the movie, I don't want to jump too far ahead, but later on, those same people are getting down, man. Like, they're living their best life. Like, you wouldn't tell that they're poor by the way they act.
Oh,
and,
definitely.
you know, just, like, makes you feel like what Mexico could have been without the cartels fucking shit up, like, the way they do. But anyways, movie's got nothing to do with the cartel. His chick's from Mexico or whatever. He goes back to L.A. because he's about to get inducted into the LAPD, and then he goes and gets this letter which he thinks he's about to go start training, and he's about to go do that, and he gets a letter telling him that he's no longer eligible. They're kicking him out.
But why? Because that's a big point.
They don't tell him though right then. He just tells him that, you know what I mean?
But
he doesn't find out later. But he gets a phone call from the Homeland Security, and they want him. So he goes to the interview. But in the meantime, it cuts into his friend, who's named Mike, which is Freddy Rodríguez.
Right.
And his banging ass wife, fucking Eva Longoria. Oh my God, dude. Can I just shout out how big of a bitch Tony Parker is in real life? That was his old lady in real life, bro.
Oh, was it really?
And he cheated on her. Who cheats on that bitch, bro?
I don't know.
That's a desperate housewife, dog. You don't cheat on a desperate housewife. You know what I mean?
He probably cheated with like a 5'2".
Actually, it was his teammate's wife.
Oh, yeah?
Well, one of them. I'm assuming there was more. Like, you got to be fucking at least 10 other bitches if you're going to cheat on her.
Yeah, exactly. You got to have a bunch in the back.
And she's young and banging in this movie, too. This is probably 10 years before fucking Desperate Housewives. So
I think this, let me look real quick, but you keep talking.
Yeah. But, anyways, they're going through a rough patch because I'm assuming they know each other from just childhood friends, or I don't know if they served together. I don't think they served together. They just know each other from growing up because they're both down as fuck. That's like their best friends. They're like brothers.
2005 is when this came out.
Okay. So, yeah. All right. Yeah, so it could have been either Iraq War.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
They don't really say, like, they keep it vague for a reason because that's not the point.
Well, anyways, he's a bad motherfucker. He's seen some shit and done some shit over there, and it's made him a hard motherfucker. Like, he doesn't back down from anybody. He's like one of the only white dudes in any of these neighborhoods in this movie, and he just doesn't give a fuck.
Well, that's the thing. He went into the war, and he's trying to get LAPD, but he's kind of like a piece of shit criminal.
Yeah. At the same time, like, because he's had to be so strict but now he's doing drugs and drinking every day,
stealing, holding people hostage,
because of all the shit that he's done over there. Like, it's just normal day life, which, you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Show what war's like, but
they steal this gun from these
this guy from
gangbangers.
This chick he used to fuck. Yeah.
Yeah. And they want to sell the gun to get some cash.
Mm-hmm.
And they take it to this one, I guess this guy, like an arms dealer or whatever.
Yeah.
In the middle of
Terry
talking
Crews.
to this,
Fucking Terry Crews cameo, man. He was great.
dude walks up as they're about to do the deal and cuts the man's throat right in front of them. And
Oh yeah, with
bleeds
the
fuck
fucking
out.
bottle. Yeah, gave his ass the old Colombian necktie.
And like they drive away. Christian Bale's like excited, like he's like it, like adrenaline to him, and the other guy's freaking out, like I've never seen any shit like that. That's what makes me think he hasn't served, obviously, but he's like, I haven't seen any shit like that. You're so calm. Like, what the?
Yeah.
Like, how is that normal to you?
He's like, I've seen motherfuckers shot, bro, but that shit right there was some other shit. He's like, that shit didn't even phase you, did it? Because, like, he's like, oh, I seen way worse shit in Iraq or Afghanistan or wherever the fuck he says. But, like, it's just like, fuck, dude, this man's lost his shit for real.
He said one thing that really, like, fucking stuck with me. He said his friend laid on a grenade, had his arms.
Oh, yeah, both his legs and one of his arms blown off.
And he wanted to commit suicide, but he couldn't because he doesn't have any arms or legs. Like, that would fuck with me so hard. Like, that really sat with me for some reason.
He said he wanted to die, but he couldn't. Yeah. That was fucked up. Plays in big at the end.
Yeah.
But, yeah, man. And so they're just running around East LA, just fucking doing whatever. They're getting drunk in fucking middle of the day. He's fucking calling his wife's voicemail and leaving fake fucking.
Because he's supposed to be looking for a job.
He's looking for a job. That's what I meant to say. They're actually going through a rough time, him and his wife, because she's being a lawyer. She's about to become a lawyer full time, and he was supporting them with whatever he was doing.
Yeah.
Before, and then they outsourced his job, so he's got no job. And of course, at that same time, Christian Bale's come back into his life and fucking everything up because when they hung out, when they were brothers in the shit together, like all they did was fucking fuck shit up and get fucked up. So now they're doing that shit back again.
It reminds me of someone like in their early 20s that just did a bunch of crazy shit, and then in their 30s they don't know how to move on from that, so they keep doing that shit. Like
they keep
Christian
reaching
Bale,
out for older people that they were chilling with, trying to get back into the same shit.
Or they just love that. Because I get that sometimes. I'm like, man, it was so fun on the weekends just getting fucking blasted and walking into work on Monday just hungover as shit because I had a great weekend. But at the same time, I'm a grown adult and I can't do that shit anymore.
Yeah, it's that's the thing about it, because like that's why I think this movie is so good, because it's so relatable and it's written so well. David Ayers wrote and directed it, so that makes a lot of sense to me.
I couldn't really remember this movie because I saw it so long ago, so I rewatched it for this one, and after I was done, I'm like, oh shit, I think I gave Nick like his new favorite movie, because I've seen a lot of you, like, I don't know.
A lot of the things I enjoy about movies, like for one,
yeah.
It's not that I'm just always into a straight shoot 'em up movie, you know what I mean? But like when there's plot with it, and the violence isn't just like, oh, these guys just got in a gunfight because we needed 10 minutes of fucking filler. You know, all the violence was calculated. It made sense. It made the story better, and it kept like, what the fuck is gonna happen next to these dudes? Because like, every time they think that they're about to get out of whatever situation they're in, you know, they robbed those guns from those gangbangers, so they were going to sell them so they could get money because they're both broke as fuck.
Yep.
But at the same time, the guy they go to sell the gun to gets fucking bottled in the throat.
Yep.
So now they got the guns. Now they're fucking witness to a murder. You know, then they get pulled over. They both got fucking alcohol, drugs in the car, gun in the car. And cop happens to be somebody they served with, or well, one of them served with.
Yep.
And he gives them the address to another veteran and another army buddy that they know, and tells them to chill out, be careful, but he ain't gonna fuck them up because old boy's driving, Freddy or Mike in the movie. He's driving and he ain't got a suspended license. Just all this shit, just all these potential for this fucking shitstorm to happen. And the whole movie, you're sitting there waiting like, when's the bottom gonna fall out of this shit? And that's what I thought was so great, man. That's why I said it was good, well written. It moved. And yeah, man, this was definitely one of those movies. A crime drama, I would say, is like my favorite movie next to comedy. I would have
and what's funny is like, this movie is probably where we bleed into each other, like movie wise, what we like, because the whole point of this movie is to watch Christian Bale lose his fucking mind. Like he's a psychotic breakdown. What you were saying earlier, he didn't get into the LAPD because he failed his psych test
because of all the fucking shit he's done. Like, and then when he goes in for the Homeland Security interview, they're like, look, You failed your piss test. You failed your psych eval.
Mm-hmm.
We don't really give a shit about any of that because we know what you can do. We still need killers out there.
Yeah.
We still need motherfuckers doing the dirty work.
They want to send them to Colombia
To take on the cartels.
Yep.
Which, if they would have made a sequel, man, fuck, that would have been good too. Think about it though, dude.
Yeah, watching him down there, like taking him out.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, like all these things, we don't do spoilers and shit because of the fact that, like, these movies are older.
Yeah,
If
the
you ain't
movie's
fucking seen them
older.
by
If you
now,
haven't seen it,
kiss my ass, you know?
exactly.
Like, but
I think that, like, because we're doing older movies, you're not going to pick this up in the dollar bin and watch it. It's something that you love and you want to hear somebody talk about. So you look it up and you've already seen it. That's why I don't really care about the spoilers unless it's new movies.
well, I mean, for somebody like if there is one of these movies that we talk about and based off of what we say, that they're like, you know what, fuck it, man. I don't care that one of them hated it. I'll still like to give it a watch.
True.
You know what I mean? So I like to leave some of that out. But like you said, you don't have to listen the whole way through. I feel like we go through the movie before we just start throwing out like fucking bombshells and stuff.
Mhm.
But if the ending not played out the way it did, the sequel would have been fucking dope. So dope.
So we only got like halfway through the movie. There's still like a whole
Oh, yeah,
other
yeah.
half to go.
So they're both in suits the whole time, which is very Pulp Fiction, like a Pulp Fiction vibe
Esque,
going
yeah.
on, and I really like that. I thought that was a shout out maybe to Quentin because they're just everywhere they're in their suits, so everybody assumes they're either a fucking cop or like a Fed or something like that. So they're just bullying through fucking East Los Angeles, doing whatever the fuck they want. They're getting fucked up in broad daylight.
Exactly.
They steal weed from a fucking weed dealer. Like they're just fucking smoking in vacant parking lots and shit.
One
like,
person that I forgot that had a cameo in this is fucking Terry Crews.
Yeah, Terry Crews had a great 5 minutes in that movie.
Yeah, they finally found someone that would buy the gun that they stole, and it's fucking Terry Crews. And
But he ain't have no money.
yeah, and Terry Crews wants to like hang out with him. That was funny.
They're all smoking a joint with Terry Crews, and he makes the phone call. And like the dumbass doesn't hang up the phone, and they're all laughing like, "Oh, we totally fooled your wife." High-fiving his shit.
Yeah, he left a fake message as if it was an interview.
Yeah, like they
Called
wanted
his
to call him
wife.
back for an interview.
Yeah.
And of course, he goes home feeling good. They just robbed a bunch of people and fucking did a bunch of crazy shit. And he
Yep.
made it home, and he's fucked up. He's doing coke, all this other shit. And his wife's like, "You're fucked up right now." He's like, "I'm celebrating. I think I got a job. I was hanging out with this black manager today, office manager.
Yeah.
We were kicking it. It was cool." He's like, "Play the message." That was his undoing.
Yep.
Because they didn't hang up the phone. She hears it all. She tells him to get the fuck out. And like, instead of being a smart man and realizing his wife was just looking out for him,
Mm-hmm.
he's like, "Fuck you, bitch. You want me to leave? I'll leave." I thought that was kind of comedy
Yeah.
right there. "I'll fucking leave." She's like, "Well, then fucking leave." He's like,
Everyone that's been in like a serious relationship has had that conversation.
"Oh yeah, yeah." You're like, you just know you're wrong, but at that point you've committed to being wrong. But like, fuck it, I'm not.
Or
going
just
down.
yelling at each other. She's
Yeah.
like, the woman's like, "Get the fuck out." I'm like, "I'm gone. I'm gonna fucking leave." She's like, "Go
He's
then."
picking up his coat, doing this shit. "I'll fucking leave, and I'll never come back." I was just like, that's fucking gold right
Yeah.
there. But yeah,
So he goes, sleeps with
Christian
sleeps
Bale.
on Christian Bale's couch, and
he wakes up to Christian Bale just ironing the shit out of this shirt, which
I like this scene.
I had not seen. Well, I mean, now I've seen a billion Christian Bale movies, so I know that that's how great of an actor he is. But at the time, 2005, he'd had some good movies, I would assume. But,
He's on his come up with
you know
this
what
movie.
I mean? He did The Prestige by then. He's done fucking.
He was in a lot of movies, but he wasn't like a household name, not till
Right.
Batman.
No, but I loved him in fucking Reign of Fire.
Yeah.
Reign of Fire is amazing.
Reign of Fire? I don't think I've seen
It's the
that.
dragon movie, bro.
I have not seen that.
What? It's on your list, dog.
Really?
Yep, you're watching it now, man.
It looks so bad. I know what you're talking about now, and the trailer looks so
You gotta
bad.
think though, for 1999, bro, they did the best they could. Like, and the dragons don't look like shit. I don't know where everybody's beef comes from that movie. Matthew McConaughey does a great job.
I thought the same thing about Dragonheart until I watched the trailer for Dragonheart, and I'm like, oh, that didn't age well at all.
Well, Dragonheart's like one of those movies, like it's a nostalgia.
Yeah.
You were a kid when you saw that. Like,
Yeah, but I was gonna let my wife watch it, and then I was like, oh no, don't watch that because you'll
it's
ruin
fucking
it.
Sean Connery playing a dragon.
It's the most amazing.
It's James
thing
Bond as a dragon. You watch that movie. Dennis Quaid just giving his best. Like, I like that movie, bro.
I
Fuck 'em.
didn't know Christian Bale was in Reign of Fire. If I'm being honest.
It's him and I forget the other dude, but he's a big deal too. He's another British actor. And then Matthew McConaughey plays an American in there. But like they're just surviving. Like the dragons take over the world. Like
Yeah, put that on my list. I want to watch that.
it's good, dude. I like it. It's a good movie. But
So yeah,
a lot of people shit on it. But yeah, Christian Bale, like that's when like if I had seen this before I watched all of his movies, you know what I mean? I would have been like, well, that's a key right there that dude is, because he is ironing the shit out of the shirt.
Yeah, it's showing his
because that part of the military, you know,
Exactly.
can't fuck off. You know, shit's got to be on point.
Mm-hmm.
And David Ayer actually served, man. So that's actually in like a lot of his movies, they either have like a military aspect to them or like a callback to war.
I appreciate that because it gives like some authenticity to the movie. Like he knows what those people are like what they went through.
Fury.
So he knows.
He did
Oh,
Fury.
I fucking love Fury.
Yes, Fury's an amazing movie.
He brought back Shia LaBeouf for me in that movie.
Yeah, he really did. Shia's got a lot of hits.
He does though. Like
He's got tons more hits than shit. You know
yeah,
what I mean?
if you like get rid of Transformers, like
I fuck with Transformers though.
first one,
Not because they're amazing, just because like
Fun
the kid
popcorn
inside
movie.
of me loves that shit. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? You showed me something I ain't seen before. Now, would I put them on my list of top 20 favorite movies of all time? No, fuck no. Like you said, maybe the first one for shock value, just never seeing some shit like that before. That good. Because of the cartoons, yeah, it's a cartoon, bro. There's only so much you can do with that. But when you watch the real motherfucking Mack truck,
that's what I appreciated because
Turn
I'm
into
a
it.
graphic designer, and when I seen Transformers like the first one, I was like, holy fucking shit, these people are talented.
it's like when I first saw a fucking T-Rex come onto a screen, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just like, wow, never thought I'd see that in my life. And
Right.
there it is, you know?
That's where I get suckered into those fucking Jurassic Park movies because I
Every
love
time.
watching.
Give them all my money, dude. Like,
I just want to see dinosaurs. That's all I care about.
right? Like, I don't feel like I'm asking you too much, bro. Just give me
People
a
are
fucking
like,
dinosaur.
the story sucks. I don't care, but there's a T-Rex.
They keep talking about going to Mars, cloning sheep and shit, trying to make new humans. Fuck that shit, bro. Make me a dinosaur.
Yeah.
Show me a fucking dinosaur.
We're this close to bringing back a woolly mammoth. Let's fucking do it.
Let's just do it. You know what I mean? There's certain animals still around. Take an alligator, crocodile, mix genetics. I don't give a fuck. Do something.
Yeah.
Give me a T-Rex in real life. That'd be the most baller shit ever.
It's almost 2020. Why do we not have real T-Rexes
Right.
roaming the streets?
People got them all on fucking leashes. Come here.
You guys are worried about the wrong thing. We're worried about flying cars. Give us T-Rex.
Yeah. Fucking flying car, bro.
Fuck that.
I don't
I would
mind
take a T-Rex over a flying car any day.
Especially if you put a saddle on that motherfucker and ride it, dude. Get the fuck out of here.
So have you ever seen? Do you ever watch that movie Law or show Lost that my wife and I did?
Nah, fuck. I don't watch Lost.
So there's this spoilers, but there's this creature that kind of like haunts the people or whatever and fucks with them. It doesn't show you what it is for the longest time, and I'm like, please be a T-Rex, please be a T-Rex. She's like, that's fucking stupid. I'm like, no, it's not. It's fucking T-Rex.
It makes sense.
But it's not. It's a smoke monster.
A what?
It's a smoke monster. It's just a big black
Cloud of smoke?
Yep.
Does it have eyes or anything?
Nope. It's just a big cloud of smoke that's like going through the island fucking with them.
Thanks for watching that show for me, bro.
Yeah,
so I don't have to sit through that.
fucking-
Appreciate you. You're doing God's work on that one.
Definitely.
But back to the story. He's going for the interview for Homeland Security, and he's pressing it out, and he's like, you're not worried about your psych evaluation? He's like, I know how to fucking rig all that shit. They gave the same standardized test for this, this, and this. He's like, I've mastered it. I know how to answer it. He's like, you can pass the polygraph? He's like, all you got to do is clench your asshole, and it won't fucking make the machine fuck up. And he's like, wow, you really done? He's like, you really know how to work the system? He's like, that's all I do.
Yep.
Because he's like a fucking criminal, but he's also served his country. It's
Yeah.
fucking great character, man. Like Christian Bale, like if I had not seen all of his shit and know he could act, that would have been one of the first movies I'd have been like, yeah, that dude can fucking act.
Mm-hmm.
But he puts his work in on that one.
But this is when he goes to the polygraph and he's like, hey, stop tightening your asshole or get the fucking thing out of your shoe.
Yeah.
Like, answer these questions right or I'm going to fucking fail you. So they're like, hey, you're fucking crazy, but we want to send you, like you said.
They
to
got the guy sitting in the fucking shadows, the CIA guy.
big
you
fat
know?
guy.
Yeah, big fat bald dude. It looks like he's been in a fucking computer room for 20 years. Comes out, he's like, I just want to let you know, I'm sending you to Colombia. and I'm taking a fucking chance on you. I was like, sounds like you're sending him to certain death.
Yeah.
Because down in Colombia, they ain't fucking around about them cartels.
He must have been good at his job if they're going to do that for him.
Well, he's showing him all the pictures. Sorry to ruin your fucking lunch. He goes to shake the guy from Homeland Security's hand, and he's just like, get the fuck out of my office.
Yeah,
like,
he's disgusted with the
like,
person he
he
is.
fucking hacked these fucking terrorists up like they were fucking lunch meat.
Yeah, he killed people that he didn't need to kill.
Yeah, he's like, they said don't leave nothing breathing. I do what I'm told.
Yeah.
I was like, fucking A, dude. He's that guy. Real fucking Terminator. That's why they gave him salvation, dude.
So they go to Mexico to celebrate and, you know, spend one last time with his wife.
Yeah,
because
because they tell him like, you can't marry the Mexican chick.
Exactly.
We're not gonna let that fly. Just go down to Colombia and get you some new pussy.
Yep.
So he goes to like tell her that he's gonna miss her and shit, and then she drops the bomb that she's fucking pregnant with his kid.
And then what does he do?
Fucking pulls a gun on her and tells her he's gonna blow her fucking head off.
And she doesn't care because she loves him.
She loves him so much.
She's like, I know what you are, and I love you. So if you want to kill me, go ahead. I was
And
like,
that fucking
fuck.
sends him back into a fucking flashback. Like, you know.
This is where we see the camera effects for the first time, and I love this effect. Is David Ayer did something with the camera where it like swishes back and forth. It goes yellow. This is where Christian Bale is blurring the lines of reality and his psychosis, and I loved this part of that movie.
The only reason he doesn't blow her head off is because his friend Mike comes out and sees him, and he's just yelling his name. It takes him a minute to get it. Well, obviously he's threatened to kill this chick and shit, so now we gotta go.
And he snaps back to reality. They fucking pack it up, head back to the States.
And then they drop the other guy off, this guy named Tucson, who they also knew from back in the day.
Yeah.
And the guy is Tucson.
He was just there to buy the gun.
He was just here hanging out. And yeah, he bought the gun from him and stuff like that. So that was one problem they got out of. And they both, by this time, Mike's also got a job because the guy that interviewed him, they know from back in the day. They're good friends and shit.
Oh,
so
right.
He gets the job at this really good company.
Yeah, they're on their come up. Like, everything's starting to work out for them.
Exactly. You start thinking like, okay, why is this movie called Harsh Times? These guys seem like it's going to be a good ending.
Yeah.
Because you're rooting for them, you know? Even though they're doing shit, it's like to bad people, so you don't feel that bad.
Yeah, exactly.
They're anti-heroes at this point, I feel like.
Yeah.
But
bad people, or doing bad things to bad people, just, it's a whatever.
Which, you know, I watch Goodfellas and shit like that. You root for the bad guys in that motherfucker, so that's that's how I look at it. Anyways. They go to Mexico. Well, he made up with his old lady, told her he's got a job. Sorry for lying to her about the Terry Crews situation. And so he's already fucked up because Christian Bale's like, this is the last chance we're going to have to chill before I get sent to Colombia. You don't even fucking care.
No, you're mixing things up. This was before
they
went
to Mexico. I'm just giving it context on later on.
Right.
So to Tucson, they come back to the States. They go to drop him off at his house.
Yep.
And he's like, dude, you need some fucking help. Like, I don't even know who you are anymore. You used to be so mellow. That's what he says. You were so mellow.
He's like, you're losing it.
You're losing your shit. I'm not chilling with you unless you get some fucking psychotic help, like, or some real help.
All right.
And he tells him to 12-step off, pussy. You're fucking dismissed, bitch. And I was just like, oh. Dude just turns around and he's like, I'm sorry, bro. Like, looking at Mike, like, you're about to die.
Yeah.
This guy's going to run you right off the cliff with him. They leave. He's speeding like a motherfucker. They're still fucked up. They're still drinking. And Mike's like, dude, I'm not fucking going down this rabbit hole with you anymore. Let me off. You're speeding and shit. Well, then Christian Bale fucking tells him I got 20 keys of fucking weed in the trunk.
Yep.
What do you mean? I got it at the party.
Yeah.
$3,000. I got fucking expenses, bro. I got bills still. I got to put in storage.
Yep.
He said I need gas to training. Fuck your training, dude. I'm on probation. I'm going to go to fucking prison. Da, 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 da.
That was fucked up. Like, how are you going to cross borders with drugs and not tell the person?
He's like, you broke fucking homeboy code. And that is, dude. That's
that is homeboy
like
code.
One of the worst ones, man. And then something snaps inside old boy.
They do the fucking camera thing again.
And then I'm like, oh, fuck. Now Mike don't care. Now Mike don't want to get home. He don't want to go to that job. He wants to ride off the cliff with him. So they go to drop the weed off at this guy's house. Well, of course.
No, you missed over.
Whatever.
He holds
he
gun
put the gun.
to
He puts the gun to Freddy's head, and that's what makes him lose his shit. My bad. That's a big part.
That is a big part.
He's like, you've never put a motherfucking gun to my head, and I've never put a fucking gun to your head, and you gonna do this to me? Out of everybody, like, I'm your brother. You did this to me.
Yep.
So that's when it snaps, and he's like, don't even take me home. because Christian Bale, of course, snaps back into it.
Yeah, and
he's
he
like,
realizes what
I'm
he
so
did.
fucking sorry. Like, I'm a fuck up. I'm going to get help and this and that. I just got to get to Georgia for this training. Like, they were going to help him. They were just going to send his ass to Columbia.
Right.
But so then Mike loses his shit and he's just like, nah, take me to the deal with you.
Yeah.
So I can be done with this shit.
Yeah,
done with you.
He just wants to be done with the whole situation because he realizes he's just fucking losing his mind.
So of course, oh yeah, that's another thing. Everybody they run into, they ask Mike, who's Freddy Rodríguez, they ask him about his old lady because of course how fucking fine she is. See like if she's still with him. That's what I always felt like. Yo, bro, you still with Celia or whatever the fuck her name is? Like, or was it Sheila? Some shit.
I don't
like
remember.
That. But yeah, it's Eva Longoria, and he's like, I don't know. I'm gonna find out tonight when I get home because she don't want him to go to Mexico because she knows this motherfucker's about to lose it all.
Yeah.
So I just thought it was funny how they kept revisiting. Like everybody kept checking on how fucking fine his wife was.
I didn't even think about that, but you're right.
It's hilarious.
They did.
But anyways, they go to this dude Casper. They know from back in the day, of course, because that's the whole thing. It's about respect and about knowing people.
Yeah.
Because they only make it through half of this bullshit because of all the relationships they had built over the years.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
And of course, the motherfucker in the gang that's coming out to bring the money to him,
It's
so
the
they
one
can
they
get
stole
the
the
weed.
gun from.
It's the guy they stole the gun from. So that's great writing, bro. Tying all that
fucking
shit in the
great.
third act back to the first act.
Yes.
Which, checking on the old lady, all of it. It's beautiful, dude. It's probably David Ayer's great. That's what put him on, man.
Yep. I
That's
think it
probably what
is.
got
This is like one of his first movies.
Yeah, I think he did this before End to Watch. And I like End to Watch, too. That's a good fucking
Still
movie.
haven't seen that.
Yeah, I got it on the list for you.
You and Steven want me to watch that so bad.
It's a good movie, bro. Anyways, but...
So what happens when he finds out it's the guy that stole the gun?
The dude says, fuck that. I ain't giving him shit for money. He's like, I'm fucking killing this motherfucker. And the Spanish dude, because they're fucking down more than he's down with these two dudes, even though he's known him for years, says, well, you got to give my boy in the car a pass. He ain't got shit to do with this. He goes, I don't give a fuck about that motherfucker. He goes, I'm going to kill this fucking white boy. And Christian Bale just tells old boy, Mike, leave.
Yep.
I'll be fine. Just leave. Well, there's only one gun that works because they sold the other gun that works. The other one's a BB gun. And that's what Mike has tucked in his waistband for some fucking reason.
I didn't even notice that. That was the BB gun, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Fucking
So
BB
he
gun.
just pulls out like he's about to shoot old boy. So that takes his eyes off Christian Bale. And Christian Bale, you know the fucking drill. He's murdered tons of motherfuckers.
Yeah.
He just ba-bam, 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 drops him, dude. After
Even
he drops
Casper
the
is
first
like,
guy,
hey.
Casper's like, it's all good now. It's all
Yeah,
good
it's
now.
all good.
Bam, bam. Gives him 2 to the chest. And then the last guy, Mike gets his attention. He's like, stop fucking killing people, dude. Like, please, can we just go? And then Mike thinks he's going to get in the car. And then you hear, pop, pop. He kills the last dude.
Yep.
Well, then they hop in the car. They're getting ready to leave. And the last dude, the old man that they first talked to when they get there,
Yeah.
comes out the house with this fucking bazooka shotgun, sawed off, pump motherfucker, and get some distance on it. That was my only thing. Like, real shit, dude, that shotgun would have made it.
I was
past,
going to
50
say, like,
feet.
I don't think that shit's, like, real, but...
First one's through the tail light, through the back seat, shreds his fucking guts.
Yep.
Second one takes half his fucking head off. So now they get away. Christian Bale's dying in the front seat of this car, and he's just like, it hurts so fucking bad. Please kill me. Like, please be.
Well, and he realizes what a fuck up he is. Like, he realizes
yeah.
he's not all there anymore. He's like, I can't do this anymore.
I can't walk. I can't go on anymore, bro. Get Mercy, kill me. Just like with a friend he told about the grenade. He's like, please, Mercy, kill me, man.
Yep.
Like, and when old boy started calling him, you are a fucking piece of shit, fuck up, you fuck everything up. Da, 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 da. I thought the gun was gonna be out of bullets, dude, because I thought that was gonna be his penance. Like, you don't get the easy way out; you have to die the slow way. Because
that would have been pretty cool
crazy
too. I
shit.
didn't even think about that, but yeah, that would have been good.
But he did. He's a real fucking friend at the end of it all, bro. He gave him what he wanted. He fucking shot him in the head and then runs home to that fine piece of ass, which is even Longoria.
She has her car like packed up.
She's leaving his ass. She's done with this shit. But you know what? It's another little part you may not have picked up. When they make up after right before he tells her that he's going to Mexico, he pulls her shirt up and it shows his name tattooed on her.
Oh, I did
just
see.
like how that chick showed earlier. Like, when a chick gets your name tattooed on you back then, man, that means like that you own that ass.
Yeah.
And like her leaving symbolizes like that took a lot for her to get to that point, because
that's why the ending of this movie, like, I feel kind of lame saying this, but I watched this movie. My wife went to bed. She's like, I don't want to watch this shit. I'm going to bed. She goes to bed and goes to sleep. I watched this movie and I don't remember it, but when it has this ending, she's like ready to leave. Like you said, it's a big fucking deal that she's leaving.
Because like she's been with him through all the dirt, all that shit, you know?
Exactly. But he runs up, like hugs her, and she hugs him back. She's like, I don't know. That was just real like shit. And I went to bed.
Cause that's real love right there, bro.
Exactly. And I had to love on my wife. Like, I hope you're down for me that much. Like, if I fuck up this bad, I hope you're still there for me. Yeah. Like, it was just a real, like...
It's a real fucking moment. That's a real love moment right there.
Exactly.
Like I said, man, first time ever for this whole fucking series, dude. Like, you got me, bro. I like the fucking movie. Like...
That's what popped in my head after you said Equilibrium. You're like, man, I kind of like this movie. Like, it's not that bad. And then I'm like, oh, you don't think that's bad? You haven't seen Harsh Times. You'll like that movie a lot.
Harsh Times was fucking well written, well acted. Like, Christian Bale, 2 thumbs up for that one, dude.
I'm actually glad the mail service fucked up and gave me 2. I ended up having 2 copies of this movie, so you could have one because...
That's fucking dope, bro. Now I have all of David Ayer's movies.
Nice.
Fuck yeah, bro. Thank you.
I'm glad I finally found one through all the rubble.
You did, man. Like, and you know, like that's what I said, man. This movie just like it's not that he borrowed certain aspects or not certain things from other movies, but just the vibe off of them, like the suits. That was a nice touch. The dialogue, even with minor characters, when they're punking that dude at the fucking gas station, about only selling him Lucy's. Dude fucking speaks fucking Korean to him. Yeah. He ain't expecting that shit. And I don't know what he says to him in Korean because it doesn't give you that subtitle. But I'm assuming it's some real shit because the Korean dude looks like he just saw a fucking ghost.
Yeah, and he just lets him.
And he just puts the fucking cigarettes in his pocket and drops like $1 in quarters and dips the fuck out. He's like, bro, you real deal losing your shit, man. He's like, you just straight fucking ran over that dude in there. And he's like, fuck him. Like... He's like, nah, bro, we were wearing suits. He thought we were cops.
Yeah, right.
That's why he didn't talking about fines.
They even say somewhere else, I don't remember later, but they're like, are you guys cops? Like, because they're wearing the suits or whatever. Yep.
Oh, Terry Crews asked him.
Oh, yeah.
He's like, you motherfuckers on my front porch with suits on and shit. I didn't know what was going on. Y'all had me fucking up. And
I'm glad you appreciate the writing, too, because that's what I liked about it so much.
Well, if you notice, dude, David Ayer writes a lot of his shit. Like, he wrote Into Watch. He wrote... he didn't get to write Suicide Squad, but
I mean, I think he tried, but they wouldn't let him.
Pretty sure he wrote Fury, dude.
Probably.
I know he wrote Bright. I love Bright. You don't like Bright. I love Bright.
I don't care for Bright. It's just too heavy-handed for me. Like,
he tried. He took a swing, bro. He went in a different direction.
I don't hate it. Like. It's just not my favorite.
I mean, maybe Bright 2 will change your mind, dude.
They're doing it too?
Yeah. They just gotta wait on fucking Bruce or Will Smith to stop making all these fucking movies.
He's getting old. He's trying to crank them out.
Bro, I was so upset when I heard he wasn't going to be in The Suicide Squad because if anybody could have made that shit poppin', it's James Gunn, dude. Because I love the Guardians.
Yeah.
And I think that that's his niche, man. He finds a way to make it different, or not so much different, but still enjoyable. You don't feel like you're watching the same fucking superhero movie.
Exactly.
You've been watching.
My wife and I fucking love Guardians.
I thought both of them were really good. I can't wait for the third one.
Me too.
But Will Smith had the choice that he could either do Suicide Squad 2 or Bad Boys 3. And that would have been the only time I said, thank God he did Bad Boys 3, bro. Because I love the Bad Boys series, man. That is my guilty pleasure, bro. Just the dumbest fucking action movies with the great comedy. Him and Martin Lawrence have the greatest fucking chemistry, man.
They do have really good chemistry, I'll give you that. But I mean,
even if you're not a fan of shoot 'em up movies, you still like that movie just because of how much they fucking...
That's exactly what I was going to say. Like, those movies aren't great, but they're a good time.
There's bullets flying, people are getting shot, and fucking Martin Lawrence and him are fucking arguing about dumb shit. I was just like, that's hilarious, man.
It's a shame that they had to wheelbarrow like fucking Martin Lawrence on set though, because he's gotten so large.
You know, he still lost a lot of weight to get on there though. Yeah, because I mean, like, dude, you're standing next to Will Smith, who's like fucking
true 50, at that age, and he's looks
Benjamin
like a 20-year-old
and shit. Like, you know, he just made a movie where he kicked his fucking younger self's ass. So like, what does that tell you?
I heard that was a shit movie. I didn't watch it,
dude. It lost a fuck ton of money for that studio.
Yeah. That Will Smith doesn't have the pull that he used to. Like, put him in a good movie and he'll have a little bit more pull, but
shit,
he
man,
can't.
They made him the genie, and that shit made like a fucking $1 billion.
It was Aladdin. Like, it was gonna make its money anyway.
I haven't watched it because I feel like it's disrespectful to Robin Williams.
No, it's he does put his own spin on it. Like he doesn't take anything from Robin Williams. I really believe that.
You watched it?
Yeah.
You liked it?
My wife fucking loves it. So it's okay. It's not bad. Like I saw some reviews online that shit on it really bad. Like this is the worst thing that Disney's done. Da, 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 da. So my wife and I went to the theater and watched it. I'm like, it's not that bad. Like you guys are being a little too hard on it.
Well, that's what everybody kept telling me about Lion King. They said it's the same fucking movie as the animated movie, bro. It's just with CGI now.
Yeah, I heard the worst part is because there's no like facial expressions because it's real lions.
Right.
So that's the part that like misses.
Oh, I didn't
out.
know they used real lions.
Not real lions, but like it's photo realistic.
Oh, yeah.
So
yeah.
lions don't really have facial expressions.
They ain't smiling and shit, yeah. Singing and dancing and all that. Like,
Exactly. So they
Yeah.
have to make them like as realistic as possible.
I get
And that's
that.
what people miss out on is the cartoony
Yeah.
expressions.
Well, dude, like I was gonna be excited for Mulan because I was like, all right, well, I love Mulan. You
Do
know,
you?
that's like one of my favorite animated movies. Eddie Murphy is the fucking dragon, bro. It's hilarious, dude. Fucking Mushu,
For some reason, I didn't want to watch that one.
dude. They're not even putting Mushu in the motherfucker. Like, who's?
I
gonna,
heard
I
that.
don't want to watch that.
Yeah.
I don't want to watch that. I feel like I've seen that movie. Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. Seen
It's
that
like
shit.
it's like Aladdin and not putting the genie in it.
Exactly, which would have been preferable to me, but.
No, he
I don't
does a
give a
good
fuck, man. When Robin Williams does that good a job,
Mhm.
you fucking re-CGI his ass in that movie if you have to. Like, that is his character, bro.
I feel like it would have been disrespectful to do that though, because he doesn't have a say so on what goes into it. So
He would have wanted the check.
you think?
He would have wanted the check. My boy was about his money.
It would have been great to see like a live action with Robin Williams. That would have been great.
It would have been hilarious, dude. You know he would have went harder.
Oh hell yeah!
You know what I mean? He's all the way to the end. He was still very animated in everything he did.
Mhm.
Like, so, yeah, I think it would have been good.
I hear about a lot of celebrities like passing away, and like 9 times out of 10, I'm like, sucks. Robin Williams, I think I shedded a tear.
I did fucking cry when Rob Williams died, bro.
I was very upset.
I was not ashamed of my fucking tears either. Like,
because Jumanji, like I watched that movie so much as a kid. I loved it so much.
there's like only a handful of actors that when they go, I will cry like that for,
Mhm.
you know? But it's just because they've given me so much
Exactly.
enjoyment and entertainment.
They're
over
such
the
like a
years.
big part of your life.
Yep. And I feel like I grew up on Robin Williams.
Yeah.
Like, all movies when I was a kid. I was
Same
in
here.
that niche. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And it'll be the same way with like when Bruce Willis goes. And like fucking Tom Hanks, dog. Like, Tom Hanks is a great fucking actor. It's probably one of my favorite actors.
Is it really? I didn't know
love
that.
Tom Hanks, dude. Because he brings that fucking heat to any role, man.
I'm not
I can't think of
I'm
one.
not taking anything away from him, but he's not my favorite, but he is a great actor.
I put it this way, dude. I've never seen a Tom Hanks movie where it's just bad.
That's true.
Just straight bad.
That's
Like,
fair.
even if the movie wasn't great, he still held it up on his own.
Yeah. The
I even watched a 4-hour movie about him on a fucking island.
that's what I was about to
You know
say.
what I'm
Like if
saying?
it was anybody else but him, I don't think I would have given a shit about that movie.
For real, though.
Um
You watched All a Lock with him in a fucking car, bro, because it's Tom Hardy. I'm the same way. I love Tom Hardy. Like, I would have watched it, but that's how it was with Castaway with me and Tom Hanks. Like,
yeah.
you just get through it. I watched Ryan Reynolds buried in a fucking coffin for an hour and a half. Like,
Fucking Forrest Gump, one of the greatest movies
fucking love
ever made.
Forrest Gump, bro. If you don't like Forrest Gump, you don't have a soul.
Yeah,
Like,
you're
you
not
know what I mean?
American.
Right? Dude met like 6 presidents, fucking won gold medals and shit. Like, it's that dude.
Yeah. Mine is probably Robert De Niro. Like I'll probably
Oh, I love
literally
De Niro.
cry if
yeah,
he
I'm
dies.
gonna cry when Pacino. When Pacino goes, I'll cry too. Yeah, I love those guys.
Like Robert De Niro's given me so much.
Yeah.
Like a lot of my favorite movies are because of Robert De Niro.
Mm-hmm.
It's depressing.
Shows you how to be a man, dog. Like, that's De Niro, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I do shit in my life today because Robert De Niro would be disappointed in me if I did that. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel about Robert De Niro.
Exactly. When your kid hits like 12 years old, just make them watch all
Oh
Robert
yeah,
De Niro
yeah.
movies.
Like, that's all we're doing.
That'll put him into manhood.
It's for real though. We're gonna have facial hair after we get done with this shit. You know what I'm saying? Your voice is gonna be deeper. You'll be like, well, maybe.
Like I told you, you have a good Robert De Niro face. Like,
I've been watching it long enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, I should have it by now.
so what's your rating on Harsh Times?
I'm gonna give it a fucking 8, dude.
8?
Yeah, I'm gonna give it an 8, maybe a 9.
Yeah.
I loved it. Yeah, it was really good. It was right up my alley, man. Thanks for letting me have it, dude, because that's definitely one that I would watch again.
Definitely.
I put it right up there with Training Day. It had a good enough story that it doesn't matter where I would turn it on at. If it was playing, I would definitely watch it.
I'm really glad. Like, I do love this movie. I'm glad I finally like bought a copy of it because I think about it all the time. Like, man, that movie fucked me up. But what I was gonna say earlier is I really have a type when it comes to movie. Like, I thought I had a type. Like, I really like movies where people are like, you know, losing their shit. No, I really like those kind of movies.
Love that shit.
Because we watched
common theme.
Joker recently.
Yeah.
I fell in love with that fucking movie.
I've wanted to watch Joker since we went and saw it. Like, it was that good. The only movie that, and I know why I would want to watch the other one so bad again, is just because it's fucking hilarious. But I wanted to watch Joker again right now. I still want to watch Joker again, and I really want to watch Zombieland Double Tap again. That shit was fucking hilarious, bro. If you like the first one, you're gonna love this one too.
Maybe when my wife and I are in Chicago this coming up week, we'll make a trip to the movies and go see Zombieland too.
You should not. While you're in Chicago, you should not make time to go to a movie.
No, we do.
You go to a movie here, bro, in your everyday life. You're supposed to be living your best life out there, dude.
We do, though.
Yeah.
We watched the live action Lion King in Chicago.
Did you? Mm-hmm. I think my wife's seen that.
I have to say that, like, when I say we watched a movie in Chicago, you think we went to like a really nice, like pristine, like a really nice movie theater.
Yeah.
Fuck no.
Shithole, huh?
That shit was a shithole in the wall. Like, the bathroom had a bucket under it because you know, in the urinals there's a pipe that goes under because of water pressure or whatever. It was leaking into the bucket, and they're just like, good enough. I was like, this is the nastiest shit. But it's a good movie.
Wash your hands before you come
fucking
back.
Sanitize yourself.
Hell yeah. It's not in the budget, man. You want to watch the movie or you want fucking plumbing that works?
Exactly. But like I was saying, after watching this one, I'm like, man, I really have a type when it comes to movies. I fucking love when people are just losing their shit. I don't know why.
Yeah, Joker was like that at its best.
It made itself in my top 10, I think. Like, I hate to say that because it's such a new movie, but I loved it so much, and I'm like, I think this is my new favorite movie.
It has the potential. It does.
I need to rewatch it a couple more times, but I really think it's up there with, like, I know a lot of people compare it to Taxi Driver, but it made itself its own thing. Like, it derived a little bit, but it still made itself its own thing.
I'll tell you why I don't think it'll make it into my top 10, just because it takes so much out of you, bro. Mm-hmm. Because you just get so emotionally involved in what is going on with this fucking guy.
Yeah.
And you feel bad for him. And then, like, at the end of it, you know everything he did was fucked up and wrong. And, like, as people, you know you're not supposed to do that shit. But you almost are, like,
sympathetic.
I fucking see why I did it. Like, I'd be there, too. And it fucks with you mind. Like, I'm a good person. I don't murder people. Like, what the fuck am I saying? But if I was that guy, I fucking would have murdered some people, dude.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And that's why it's so great. But it's one of those movies that I can't just put that bitch on a Tuesday.
I'm gonna watch it a few more times. I can't wait for it to come out on DVD so I could just watch it.
Oh, definitely buying that bitch, like, for
definitely.
sure. But yeah, it's one of those movies that it's just like, whew.
Speaking of, I'm glad we're talking about this because it made more money than Deadpool.
Oh yeah, it's the highest rated R ever. Yeah, ever.
And I wanted to talk about this because I'm so fucking happy this is happening. Logan made a shit ton of money.
Yeah.
Deadpool made a shit ton of money. Joker made a shit ton of money. It goes to show these studios we want to see rated R movies that are good. Like, give the fucking, we were talking about this on one of the other podcasts. Like, give the directors creative freedom. They're gonna make you money. Get your fucking hands out of the pot.
That's the thing about it, though, with Marvel, is Marvel's got that formula down so pat that it's really more of a risk for them taking that chance to go for rated R than it is for DC.
Yeah.
Because DC doesn't give a fuck. Warner Brothers, we might as well say Warner Brothers. Warner Brothers don't give a fuck. Like, they'll play with the house money.
Yeah, right. But I don't even mean like comic book movies, just rated R movies in general. Like, I want you guys to go for the fences. Like, give creative freedom to these directors.
Push that shit all the way to the line.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, if we do this, it's unrated. We can't put it in theaters.
Like, yeah, not go NC-17, but don't be so fucking scared of R.
Right, exactly.
Like, we can make some good fucking movies now. Like, I think we're on the
They
come
make
up.
you have a rated R if somebody smokes a cigarette in a movie. It has to be rated R now.
Yeah, it's fucking
Like
stupid.
the rules for it is ridiculous.
If they say fuck one time, it's fucking rated R. It's
No, you
stupid.
have one fuck in a PG-13.
Oh, is it one? Okay, two.
2 fucks? It's a rated R.
So stupid.
Yeah, man.
Fucking old white women. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said
You
that.
know,
But
yeah, just old people in general and fucking like conservative motherfuckers. You know.
Mhm. But I really feel like movies are on the incline. Excuse me.
Creatively, yeah.
They're giving them a little bit more freedom because they realize
Certain ones, but you notice that it's only the veterans that are getting that freedom now.
that's true.
You know what I mean? Like you won't see a lot of. Well, I say that, but Jordan Peele, they say he fucking knocked down a bunch of shit when he did fucking the first one,
Get out.
Get Out. Yeah, you know, like they said you can't do this, you can't do that, and he made a fucking $500 million off of like a fucking no budget.
Hmm.
And
Yeah, but he's a good writer, storyteller. Like I enjoyed Us, even though it didn't make a lot of sense some of the time. I still enjoyed it.
all I'm saying is like he's one of the first people in a while that you watched a movie that wasn't based off of a written book. It wasn't based off of a comic. It wasn't based off of this or that. It wasn't a reboot. You know
It was
what I
an
mean?
original movie
It's
that
an
made
original
movie.
movie. You know what I mean? And like if you look at all the hits lately, it comes from. And I'm not saying anything wrong with it. Obviously, books are great. I read all the fucking time. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? And a lot of great stories come from fiction, nonfiction, whatever. But if I've seen it already, you have to come with another fucking level of heat.
Yep. And this is what I was talking to my wife about. I don't remember what we were watching, but we were probably watching Idle Hands, which we were going to talk about later
Yeah.
after this one. But I think we were watching Idle Hands. I paused the movie and I'm like, this is why I fucking love the 90s. Like, she's like, what do you mean? I was like, because they swung for the fences at the 90s. They made everything.
Yeah.
Like, they made the dumbest shit, but it's so much fun. Like, some of the 90s movies are such dog shit, but we have such an attachment to it because they were just, like,
Right.
different. Everything was different. It's not based off something
Well,
from before.
and you got to think, man, the star power has changed too. You know, the people that were getting away with that shit back then, they were established enough that they could just be like, fuck it, this guy's going to make the money back alone with his face.
Yep.
Maybe it bombed, maybe it did really good. I've seen plenty of shitty movies from the 90s that did fucking fantastically well financially that are dog shit. And then you've seen
Independence
movies
Day.
that are great that have made no fucking money.
Yep, definitely.
I mean, look at Clerks, man. That shit didn't do no money at the movie theater. It won the independent film or whatever, it won the award.
And it's a cult classic to
And then
this
it went
day.
to DVD, and Kevin Smith will tell you to this day he's made more millions off of that bitch than anybody would have ever gave him credit for.
Yep.
Not saying it always has to be a big budget, but that is the problem I see with movies nowadays is like we got the formula down. We know the fucking kids are going to come. We know the parents are going to come. We just got to make it just interesting enough for these grown people, these grown children to enjoy it, and you're going to make your money every time. They're still getting me. Star Wars 9's coming out. Who the fuck do you think's going to be their first day? This fucking guy.
Did you actually get tickets?
Not yet. I ain't that I ain't Steve-O. Shout out to Steve-O. I ain't that dedicated yet.
I know
but
he said they sold out in seconds.
I believe it, dude. Like, I'm probably not going to be able to go see it opening night, but, like, I am going to go see that bitch while I'm off.
I would really like to get all three of us together and talk about it. He said he's down for it.
Yeah, we should definitely try to get him out of the shell for that one, dude.
You
That'd
and
be a good
him-
episode.
You and him are like huge Star Wars fans. Like,
Yeah.
like I said, I like Star Wars. Don't love it, so I
Right.
don't think I have a whole lot to offer.
It'll be a good conversation, though. And you have seen them. You
Mhm.
know what I mean? So it's not like you won't know what the fuck's going on.
That's true.
I wouldn't want to do it if that was the case. Like,
Yeah.
you just didn't watch them at all. Like, then I'd feel like shit. We're sitting here fucking going nerd back and forth for an hour and a half, and you're just like, yeah, that was a great episode, guys.
I didn't get one
All
word
I
in.
did was the intro. Thanks.
Hey, I'm cool with that. If you and Steve-O go nerd out on Star Wars, I'm like 100% okay with that.
No, I wanted to be like our last one with Mick. You know, shout out to Mick because I thought all three of us had a great conversation that day.
Definitely.
Like, that was a good episode. I'd like to get Mick back on one of these days.
Oh yeah, we're gonna get him back on. Things have been crazy lately.
Oh yeah, man. Everybody's got shit going on.
Yeah.
But yeah, good job, buddy. You did a good one.
Hmm.
You can give yourself a pat on the back for that one.
Yeah, he's being very judgmental of himself. He's like, man, I couldn't stay on topic. I'm like, yeah, but that's you, Mick. That's why I love you. You're just so passionate about everything, and
Fuck, dude. I mean, that's what we do this for. We do it because we like doing that shit.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about these movies regardless. I figured we'd record it and people maybe get some entertainment out of it.
Exactly, bro. We do what the fuck we want, like big dicks
Yep.
in a locker room. You know what I'm saying?
So, loved Harsh Times.
Loved Harsh Times, bro. Next up's Idle Hands, man.
Idle Hands. Let's see what I thought about it.
I am interested to see because I told you you'd either love it or hate it. So
What's funny is I let it marinate a little bit, so my opinion has actually swayed from when I first watched it. So
it happens. Yeah.
let's see what I think.
I'm looking forward to it. See y'all
Later.